It was a freezing night over the North Atlantic in December 1943. A U.S. military plane, loaded with supplies and crew, vanished without a trace into the icy darkness. Families waited, commanders worried, and reports marked it as lost. But then, something extraordinary happened. Hours later, the plane returned, intact, with all crew unharmed. What happened during those hours, no one could explain. This is the story of the U.S. plane that disappeared and then returned. The crew aboard the Douglas C-47 Skytrain were experienced. They knew winter flights over the Atlantic could be unpredictable. Freezing fog, low visibility, and bitter wind made every mile a challenge. On board were essential supplies for soldiers stationed in Europe. The mission was critical. Delays were not an option. As the plane climbed into the dark night sky, the crew expected the usual tension, but nothing could have prepared them for what was about to happen. About an hour into the flight, the plane suddenly vanished from radar. Command centers were baffled. Search planes were launched. Radio calls went unanswered. For hours, the crew was officially missing. Families grieved. The military prepared for the worst. Yet somewhere over the icy waters, the crew was alive. But how? The pilots later recalled that dense fog and snowstorms forced them off course. They had drifted far from their intended path, losing all landmarks. In near-zero visibility, instruments became their only guide. The crew relied on skill, teamwork, and calm nerves to navigate. Every turn, every adjustment was a matter of life and survival, but they couldn't communicate with anyone on the ground. Hours passed. Fuel levels dropped dangerously low. Yet they kept pushing forward, determined to make it back. As dawn broke, the plane suddenly reappeared on radar. Air traffic controllers could hardly believe their eyes. The crew had navigated entirely by instinct and instruments, emerging miles from where anyone expected them. No one was lost. No cargo missing. Their bravery and skill turned what could have been a disaster into an incredible story of survival. The incident became a lesson in winter flight operations. The U.S. military reviewed protocols for long-range missions during storms. New equipment and safety measures were introduced, all inspired by the survival of this crew. For decades, it remained a little-known miracle of the skies, a story of courage, teamwork, and unwavering determination. Sometimes, the most incredible stories aren't battles won or cities saved. Sometimes it's a plane that disappeared and returned against all odds. It's a reminder that even in the coldest winter storms, human skill and determination can overcome the most impossible challenges. This flight wasn't just a mission. It was a test of courage, survival, and hope, and the crew passed with flying colors. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories like this.